Alrighty, good evening or good morning, depending where you're watching. My name is Alex, also known as Break and Rocks. We're here for a one tries match between Dossey and Burkie. And I've got co-commentating alongside myself is Jaden at JDeco. Jaden, how are you?
How are you?
Oh, there you are. I'm good. And how do you see this match panning out this evening between Dossey and Burkie?
Well, Berkey's the higher ranked player, and like Dossey's the lower ranked, but Dossey's obviously the more, what is it? The more experienced with one tries, so we could see him taking wins off Berkey.
Yeah, I think so. And we've got Dossey, who is ranked 50th, I believe, and Burkie is ranked 26th, if I'm not mistaken. So, with the One Tries League, the lowest ranked player selects first, and Dossey is taking us to Yoshi Valley to kick things off for the first track of the match. Yoshi Valley, one of the more technical tracks due to the spinies, which are quite difficult to navigate through. What else should the guys be looking out for here, Jaden?
Well, the spinies, and since they're, well, the spinies, right? If they take the more riskier path, they'll run the risk of, hitting the spinies and losing a bunch of time, and they could like fall off as well. So,
yeah, I think that's one of the more challenging parts about the track is when you do clip a spiny, you go into a spin out, whether you lose full control of the kart. And a lot of the time you do end up over the cliff, as Jaden said. I'm not sure exactly what the time loss is there, but it's quite significant. Probably a second or two for hitting a spiny, and I'd imagine somewhere between 5 to 7 seconds for falling off the cliff.
yeah, something about that.
Alright, and we've got the guys off and running. We're a little bit out of sync on this first track. We've got Burkie on the right, Dossey on the left. We see Burkie clip a spiny. And we see Dossey also clip a spiny. So we're just getting some synced up here. Well, maybe not. Might just been some lag on Dossey's side. Burkie in the grass a little bit, but coming in for the first lap with a 38.31. And Dossey having to go quite wide around that rotating egg. The egg and the spinies are both on a cycle in Mario Kart 64. Alright, a little bit better synced up now. Looking good. Burkie actually taking a safer route for this second lap, and Dossey taking the more difficult route, but faster, but he does clip a spiny there. Worth noting here is they're going for this hairpin jump. Oh, we did just see Dossey go for that exact hairpin jump I was referring to, and unfortunately come off the end. That will cost him some time. We might need to see a similar mistake here from Burkie if Dossey is to come back, because it is a pretty significant time loss. Burkie playing it safe. I don't know if he's got the restream on and can see that Dossey did come off, but he did take the safer route on that third lap. And barring any major mistakes here, you'd have to say Burkie will come away with this one. Alrighty, Burkie's in with a 1:54.59. And Dossey at 2:02.66. The difference there mostly being that that error coming off the cliff. Otherwise, a relatively close race. Dossey actually faster on that third lap, taking the more difficult route, which saved him about 2.5 seconds. We see the first track win of the match go to Burkie. Okay, second track pick, we are in. So this is Burkie's pick, as Dossey had the first. And Burkie is taking us to Banshee Boardwalk. For anyone who may be new to the One Try League, there is 3 sets to win the match, and 4 tracks wins a set. So it is a best of 5 sets. You might also note that each player has some joker picks in the form of 1 shortcut joker pick each and 1 fast lap joker, which is to be driven on the first lap. We'll see where the guys use that. Alrighty, we're off and running. I think one of the more challenging parts of this track is probably navigating through the bat house. Just trying to stay tight to the walls. Both players here playing on PAL.
Oh, Burkie.
Yeah, wow. So Burkie trying to hop off the wall as he was caught, and by doing so, he's actually hopped off quite a high part of the track and fallen off the edge. So Dossey with a large lead as we come into lap 2. Yeah, both players playing on PAL, opposed to NTSC, which does run a little bit faster. The drop down shroom from Dossey is relatively clean. Oh, he clips the wall, but he does manage to avoid any serious time losses. Relatively safe so far from Dossey. He's going to maintain this lead coming into the third lap. Burkie having a little bit of difficulty there, but he does get his shroom away relatively clean. We're a little bit out of sync here, but don't be fooled. I'm pretty sure Dossey is ahead. Burkie's stream has got ahead a little bit. I think we're experiencing a bit of lag on Dossey's side. Burkie's in with a 2:16.36, and Dossey, who is a fair bit ahead, not even using the shroom at the optimal position. He comes in with a 2:10.10 and does take the second track to lock us up at 1-1 in the first set. Okay, and we are heading off to Calamari Desert for the third pick. So we're back to Dossey, who has selected this track. Dossey, of course, loves Calamari Desert. He was the first person to successfully make the fence clip without pausing. and did hold the world record for a number of months until the new strat was actually found not too long ago. I believe the new shortcut strat was only found a month or two back. Jaden, I think it'd be about 2 months ago that shortcut was found.
Yeah, sometime around October, I think, or September.
And Dossey's reaction was absolutely hilarious. He thought everyone was playing a massive prank on him, but no, it's a much faster strat. We won't see that here though. Of course, this will be a non-shortcut race. Okay, so Burkie's away. Yeah, the sync not fantastic. Okay, Dossey shrooming on the first turn here. A few different strats you can go for. I think we'll likely see players go for a 2-0-1, or if they feel fast enough, maybe a 1-1-1 shroom strat to beat these trains. The trains are probably the most challenging part about Calamari Desert. There's not too much more from a variable standpoint to look out for. It's really about knowing your pace and avoiding the train. And whoa, speaking of that exact timing, Burkie narrowly avoiding the train. We're seeing a bit of lag on Dossey's stream, guys. We're just trying to sync up Burkie now. He was a fair bit ahead. Okay, we are seeing here the 2-0-1 strat from both players. The challenge here for both players is that they'll need to have been fast enough to beat this third lap train. Considering they've used 2 mushrooms, they should be able to do it. They'll get past this train here. And it's this last train that can cause some issues, but I think we're going to see, by the looks of the way the train was, both players be okay. Burkie's through safely. There's not much in this one. Even though Burkie streams ahead a little bit, we're actually seeing possibly even Dossey slightly ahead here. This last shroom will be important. And a clean shroom from Dossey. Okay, Burkie coming in. 2:08:01. This is going to be a very tight finish as we see Dossey coming in on the left. I think he's got it. He does. 2:07:40. So great driving there from Dossey against the higher ranked player. Now we'll take Dossey 2 up in the first set. I think that's one of the great things that you see about the one tries is that sometimes the lower ranked player who can drive a little bit more consistency sometimes get the leg up on the more skilled driver in time trials as far as the rankings are concerned. Okay, 4th track pick is Luigi Raceway. One of the more low variable tracks, Luigi Raceway, and this one's been picked by Burkie, who is the higher ranked player. It does rely a lot on your pure driving skills, how quickly you can get mini turbos, how tight you can stay around the corners. One of the more basic tracks in Mario Kart 64 Luigi Raceway, but you can gain or lose time pretty much everywhere on this track. Every turn, every MT, absolutely crucial.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see the players go for a mystery boost here. I don't think Burkie got it. It's when you shroom and release the MT as you clip the wall at the same time. And game thinks you're still on the road and gives you null tires. 40-39 for Dossey. And I did miss the split there for Burkie. Okay, we're pretty well synced up there. Well done, Jaden. So as you can see, there's really not much in this race at all. Oh, that's a big mistake. So Burkie hits the wall in his last shroom. That will set him back a fair bit. 38-83, he plays 40-11 for this second set. From what I can see, Dossey would be roughly a second ahead. Burkie's going to really have to rely on his good driving skills here to bring this one home if he is going to catch Dossey. Dossey is driving well. Yeah, I think we're going to see Dossey take this one. We do. 159.76. Burkie in at 201.64. And that's a really nice third lap from Dossey. 40.54 in a one try is very nice. I don't think that's one of his top 5 times. I think he's wiped his cartridge. But nonetheless, sub 2 minutes for Dossey. He probably will be pretty happy with that for a one try, particularly the third lap. Dossey up 3-1 in the first set. We have seen our first Joker pick. I'll let Jaden share a little bit more about this one. He's much more skilled than myself, both in non-shortcut and shortcut actually. But Jaden, we've got a Raw Raceway shortcut. What will the guys be looking at for this shortcut?
So we'll probably see these players jump the river and hit the wall on the other side, and they'll make the game think they've driven to the ramp. What we won't see is these players driving off the ramp to the left, to like around near where the finish line is.
Yeah, like that last warp shortcut.
Yeah, just because it's a lot more difficult in time trials.
Yeah, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jane, I think that second shortcut probably only saves about 0.25, about quarter of a second.
Yeah, it doesn't save too much at all.
Yeah, and very risky. So, yeah, as Jaden said, we'll see the guys go for probably the first shortcut here, where you go over the hairpin, do a bit of a double hop, and then try and hit the wall. The game warps you up to the ramp. That'll be the approach for both the guys here. It is a 3-lap shortcut Joker. This was Dossey's pick. So, interesting one. He's obviously not sure if he's been practicing this one, but he might be looking to close out this set with something that he's quite familiar with. We've got great sync now. Jaden, you've done a great job on that. That is perfect. Both players, as we can see, playing as Peach. The fastest players in the game are Peach, Yoshi, and Toad, with very similar stats. that was almost identical. That was. I don't think I've seen such sync before in a failed shortcut. That was great, and Dossey does go for it. Yeah, second time, and he does get it this second time. Burkie deciding to go around. Berkey very wobbly off the ramp. He has crashed into the wall. But he does have a shroom up his sleeve, so Dossey not having... He won't have the shroom on the third lap if he uses it here. He does go for it, and he successfully hits this. But Berkey probably will need, based on, you know, an error there or two from himself, particularly on the ramp, he'll probably need to hit both these last 2 laps with the shortcut successfully. Hey, he has got that one.
Barely.
Yeah, he's just managed to clutch that onto the wall, but he's done enough, and he did need that. He's going to need it for this third lap as well. The Dossey now onto the third lap. However, Berkey has one more shroom, and Dossey, unless he can double hop without the shroom, it is possible to do that. Will he go for it? He does, and he misses it. So now this is Berkey's for the taking. He will need to nail this third lap shortcut. Okay, Dossey deciding to go for it again. He's going to need a good triple tap.
Oh, he missed the jump. Berkey makes it.
Berkey's made it successfully. So Berkey will take this.
So he decided to drive around.
Yeah, Dossey's decided without a mushroom, he's just going to drive around. It was a really interesting pick from Dossey. I think he'd like that one again because he doesn't play a lot of shortcut, but considering he was looking to take out the set with this win, I have a feeling he might have been practicing that one, but just didn't come together for him on this race. Berkey resetting, doesn't want the time to be saved, but he was in with a 2:36 something. And Dossey already passed that time. He'll come in with a time closer to 3 minutes. And 3-2 in this first set. 2:59.82 for Dossey and a swag finish. Okay, so this is Berkey's pick. We are going to Choco Mountain. And Dossey's been playing a bit of this lately. Jay, we recently saw him get the flap god time of 38:47 off the top of my head. I think he recently drove.
I think he got a 46 the other day.
46, even better.
Yeah.
But he did drive a god time, and I think he PR'd on the 3-lap on this recently as well. So it's a brave pick here from Berkey because he'd be pretty warmed up. He'd be feeling good about this this pick, Dossey. So Choco Mountain, the guys are going to want to be staying as close to these walls as possible. It can be a very difficult track if you do clip the wall. It literally can suck you in, spit you out, flip you to the other side of the track. You can tumble pretty easily. Okay, they're off. Pretty good sync. Berkey a tiny bit ahead, maybe a quarter of a second. There are some boulders. They are on cycles. So the guys will come across midway through each lap. Both going for that drift MT up the hill. It's not easy to do, so well done by both players. They're pretty synced at the moment. Both actually deciding to shroom on that bend at the end. Okay, both getting good hills. This was close. Okay, no, Dossey is about 0.3 ahead. That would be the difference between Berkey starting his stream a little bit earlier. It's still anyone's race. Dossey recently playing this a fair bit in time trials, and it's really showing so far on this race. The other shrooms are usually used on the first bend as you go over the finish line, which we'll see the guys use here as they go into the third. Good hills Berkey, bad hills Dossey. That's evened it up. That was really close. 39.45 Dossey, 39.47 Berkey. Second lap, nothing in it at all. Dossey still carrying this lead as he was 0.3 ahead into the first. Probably just driving a bit cleaner here from what I'm seeing here, Dossey. Couple of small errors from Berkey. Oh, Dossey is in the fence. That's going to slow him down. And Dossey's got him just from what I can see. Good hills Dossey, good hills Berkey. Nice one try. 158.74, 159.58. Great driving, Dossey. I don't think that's a PR for him, but it's a good one try. And with that, Dossey takes the first set. I don't know if it's nerves here from Berkey. He's not quite settled into the match yet. He's definitely got the skill level and capability to drive a little bit quicker than what he's doing, but that's absolutely taking nothing away from Dossey. He is driving fantastic. He's had some really good races. So Berkey will have first pick in the second set. Probably something worth noting is once a player selects a track, they cannot select it again in their track pool until the tracks reset after 2 sets. Okay, we are going to Sherbet Land. There are as many penguins at Sherbet Land. Jaden, one of your favourite tracks, Sherbet Land?
Yeah, one of my favourites.
So probably one of the more difficult parts about Sherbet Land are the crack jumps. And can be absolutely savage if you fall into the icy water. You get frozen into an icicle. Bucketoo picks you up, puts you down. Estimated time loss, maybe around 5 seconds. However, if you don't fall in the water, but you get some nice crack jumps through the turns, you can definitely save a fair bit. Okay, we're pretty synced up. We are away, both players.
Oh, it's over for Berkey.
Yes, so Berkey has done a Jaden and straight into the ice on one of the first turns. Just a little bit too risky.
Berkey's penguin cycle is going to be different from the one he used to.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Good call out, Jaden. So the penguins are on cycles, and if you go through the race pretty mistake-free, you generally know what that cycle is, but do experience a setback like we just saw with Berkey. It'd be interesting to see how he handles these penguins on different cycles. So both players using the optimal Stroom strat, which is through this cave, dodging the penguin around the bend. $39.49 for the second lap for Dossey, not bad for a one try at all. Berkey coming in with the completion of his second lap, 39.41. So very good lap from him as well. Very close. But bar a mistake here from Dossey, and there hasn't been any major ones that I've seen. You'd have to say, oh, he does dodge a penguin. It could have been bad for Dossey, but he does avoid it. And short of him falling in the water here, no commentator's curse, he is okay. He should come away with the first track win of the second set, 159.23. Berkey, after falling in the water, not his best race. Nice second lap, mind you. 209.44 to finish. And as Kelpie says, even the swag finish. From both players, actually, the swag finish.
Next map.
Okay, let's see where the guys are taking us.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we're just working out what track we're going to.
Okay.
A quick break from the match while Berkey goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom break here for Berkey, guys. Don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. We're going to be back shortly. And Dossey just taking that first track of the second set. See if we can get that one added on.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, so Dossey is taking us back to Choco Mountain. And he can do that because it was Berkey's pick in the first set.
Okay.
Dossey won that race, but it was Berkey's pick in the first set. Dossey, having played a lot of Choco Mountain lately, he is using that to his advantage by making that pick for himself now in this second set, which he can do.
Okay.
Okay, Berkey's back. Everybody is back. I'm counting down the guys.
Okay.
As Dan points out in the chat, the fastest characters in Mario Kart 64 are Peach, Yoshi, and Toad, the lightweights. Opposed to Super Mario Kart, I believe it's players like Bowser are a little bit faster.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Alrighty, we're off and running, guys. Sorry for the delay. Everyone's back. Things looking good. We're away. Okay, so we're going to see if Burkie can redeem himself here. Dossey, of course, taking the first Choco Mountain win in the first set. Both going for this slide MT up the hill. Not easy to do. Well done by both players. And Dossey shrooming. Burkie has come to a complete stop. That wall has just eaten him up. Does have a shroom at hand, but he's going to need a mistake here from Dossey to catch up. You hate to see it, but Choco Mountain, it can be very cruel. Burkie still with a shroom at hand here. Dossey staying very tight around some of these turns, which is what you want without clipping the wall. He's driving very nicely. Okay, good heels for Dossey. Bad heels for Burkie. Into the third set. Third lap. Both players throwing in this MT in the tunnel. No major mistakes here from Dossey. You'd have to say he's still ahead at this point. Burkie fighting back. I don't know if he's going to be able to do enough. And good heels, Burkie. No, bad heels, Burkie. Good heels, Dossey. 158.58. That is a better one try than his first race. And for a one try, that is a good effort. It's a good time. Burkie, 2 minutes 43. Not his best Choco Mountain. Few mistakes. He'd probably love that one again. Dossey taking us into a 2-track lead in the second set.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, bit of a miscommunication there, guys. We've had someone jump the gun, so we're going to do a restart on KTB here. Okay, here we go. ATB, we're going to be looking for both players to have clean cave exits and entrances off this ramp, which both players are about to go for. Both of them in safely, and both out relatively safely using their shrooms. Optimum spot. A Berkey 33.06. Dossey 32.95, about 0.11 ahead. Hitting the wall there. Oh, Berkey. He's ridden the cave and he's tumbled. .32 lap from Dossey. He's about 3 seconds ahead at least. Okay, he's going to just need to land this safely. He does. You can fall through the cave there. You have to be very unlucky. I've done it a couple of times myself. It's not fun. But Dossey not doing that and getting through safely, finishing with a 1:39.02. Probably be pretty happy with that for a one try. Berkey 1:42.39. Dossey 3-0 up in the second set. Berkey's head is spinning. We might see a fight back here from Berkey, but he's going to have to drive a little bit more consistently here because Dossey is on fire. Okay, Dossey selecting Luigi Raceway to take us home. What are your thoughts on this pick, Jay? Smart pick from Dossey?
Think so. I'm not sure. I forgot who won the last Luigi Raceway pick.
Dossey took it with a 1:59 something and Berkey just over 2 minutes. So it was actually Berkey's pick, but Dossey took the race.
Yeah, probably a good pick from Dossey.
Look, he's driving well. I mean, usually... Yeah, I mean, look, usually I'd say, you know, the higher ranked player would pick this one, right? It's low variable. It's a lot of pure driving skill. You know, Dossey's just driving really well, and he must be really confident with the way he's driving. So this is Dossey's pick. And this is actually for the second set. This would be huge if Dossey could take this out. Okay, both players are away. Real opportunity here though for Berkey to fight back. If he drives as well as he knows that he can, Luigi Raceway is the type of track he could definitely take this from Dossey. Both players with nice tunnel exits. Okay, attempting the mystery boost, both players. Okay, Berkey does get it. I think both players actually got it there.
Yeah,
Speedo
both
went up
players got
around above 60. 39.97, 40, 15. Not much in this one, about 0.2. Berkey leading. Okay, double shroom. Here we go. 1. Here's number 2. Clean from Berkey, clean from Dossey. Nice shrooms by both drivers.
Well,
38.90. Yeah, they are tied for that second lap. Berkey still carrying that 0.2 lead from lap 1. Let's see what Dossey's got in this third lap, or if Berkey can hold this. Okay, this is going to be a close finish. Both players getting decent exits. Berkey throwing in an extra MT. His final turn's going to be absolutely crucial. Berkey might have skipped away to a lead. Oh, he has, and that is close. 159.48. Berkey takes it. Dossey's 159.64. Nice driving. Really consistent laps. See, lap 2 identical, 0.02 in lap 3. Only about 0.18 for lap 1, give or take. Very close, Lemon, very close. Berkey needed that one. Be happy with that. This could be a sense of a fight back here from Berkey. Alrighty, so where are we off to next? Okay, we're playing a track that we have not seen yet, Frapp Snowland. Another cold, icy track, but very different to Sherbet Land. There's one thing that Frapp Snowland has that Sherbet Land doesn't, and that is exploding snowmen. And you'll see both players navigating through these or past these exploding snowmen. Hopefully not through them. It wouldn't be good for either player. There was a strat discovered here towards the start of this year. Use a shroom, you can cut out of bounds, but it's very difficult to do so. I don't think we'll see any players using the new shroom strat for any lap. So we'll see the more traditional shroom strat. This snow can really slow you down a fair bit, so you do want to stay as close to the snow as possible. But really avoid spending too much time driving through it. Okay, the guys are away with the shroom. Dossey probably a little bit cleaner on the shroom, but Berkey did enough there that he got through pretty safely. Not optimal from either player. For a one try, you're generally happy not to hit that snowman. 41.38, 41.84. So Berkey does take that lead around about half a second. It's actually one of Berkey's go-to tracks. So something that even when he started playing the game a year or two ago was one of his favorites. Does get snagged. Oh, he avoids the snowman narrowly. That could have been a bad outcome, but he does avoid it. He hops around this canyon turn very precise. Both players not in the best turn. 41.62. Dossey gaining a lot of time. 40.82. He's really leveled this back up. This last shroom is going to be really important for both players. It could decide the outcome. Here we go. Both of them almost synchronized. No,
Ooh,
Burkie. He's caught out of bounds. It's unfortunate for Burkie. Dossey, you know, again, no commentator's curse, but you can fall through this bridge. You can clip through it. But we don't see that here. We don't. He doesn't jump. Burkie will be disappointed with that. It was pretty close up until that point. It is a little bit unlucky. Not much in that at all. 203.97 for Dossey. 212.26. That is set number 2 to Dossey. Okay, we are seeing a Joker pick. This is from Burkie. Burkie hasn't used a Joker yet. This will be his first of the match. Burkie steering away from the shortcuts. He has decided to use his Frapp Joker. And he's going back to a track which he has recently had a little bit of success last set in the form of Luigi Raceway Frapp. So this is a first lap, fast lap. So we'll see all 3 shrooms used. And the fastest time at the end of this first lap will win this track. Okay, here we go. If Burkie's going to mount a comeback, it's got to start here.
Burkie flipping the entrance of the tunnel.
Hey, here we go. He does clip the entrance, and we're coming in.
Dossey
Oh,
takes that one.
He does take it. 38.30, place 38.69. And Dossey just driving really well. You know, he's been playing a little bit lately, time trials. He's really been grinding it. Burkie at the moment, he's struggling to keep up. So, look, really impressive from Dossey here. I still think Burkie can come back if he can string a couple of tracks together here. He's got the skill level. He's got the capability. Dossey, as tracks have reset, he's taking us to Choco Mountain again. He's being very smart with his track picks. He knows that's his strength. He's won the last two against Burkie, Choco Mountain, which we've seen across sets 1 and 2. Still a fair few tracks we haven't seen driven yet. Bowser's Castle, DKJP, Toad's Turnpike, Moo Moo Farm,
Mario
name a
Raceway.
few. Mario Raceway, Rainbow Road. So the guys being very particular with the tracks that they're picking. Particularly Dossey with some smart picks.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. 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 Here. 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 Here we go. Here. 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 Here we go. Here. Here we go. Here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here. Here we go. Here we go. Here. 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 Here we go. Here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here.
Okay, we're back. Sorry guys, had some mic issues. You can hear me now. Okay, so Dossey taking the track win again. I'm pretty sure he got a 158.54, very, very similar in the last race as well. So really good driving there from Dossey again. Burkie's pick. And if Burkie's going to turn this around, now is the time. Dossey is running an absolute rampage at the moment. And we are possibly in the process of seeing an upset here. Dossey being ranked 50, Burkie 26. In saying that, in one tries, they're unpredictable. And consistency is as important as skill level. And Dossey's shown that today with this race. But it is not over. Burkie has picked Royal Raceway, and probably a smarter pick. We probably want to see some longer tracks here from Burkie. He is the higher ranked player. The Royal Raceway, Wario Stadium, Rainbow Road, even Toad's Turnpike, those longer tracks are generally going to benefit the higher ranked player. There's actually another track we haven't seen yet, Wario Stadium, alongside some others. We did see Royal Raceway in the first set. It was a joker pick there from Dossey. This is the non-shortcut pick.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Both players are going to go for this hairpin jump. It can save a lot of time or lose a lot of time. Burkie's probably a little bit cleaner. Dossey's not terrible though.
Here we go.
They're pretty synced up for the most part. Most players will shroom across the grass. Burkie's got a different strat there to most, where he'll empty into it, the right facing MT and then shroom. Not sure if that's faster, but it's the strat that he's most comfortable with. And we are pretty much leveled up here, guys. There is not much in this at all. It's going to be really interesting to see this first lap splits. Dossey probably slightly ahead. Oh, Burkie in the grass. 59.08 for Dossey, 59.14 for Burkie. 0.06, there is nothing in the race. Burkie probably hanging around in the grass a little bit more than he'd liked at the end there, but still anyone's race, definitely. Both players relatively clean shrooms. You'll see them use that zip pad as like a mushroom. It is fast to slide across the zip pad. Okay, final lap. Here we go. And this is still anybody's race. This last hairpin jump will be key. Burkie not hitting that clean. Dossey got a pretty decent one. That will be important. Alongside this last shroom will be really key. Dossey pulling away a little bit here. Good shroom. Trimmed by both. Berkey in the wall a little bit there. Just those micro time losses that all add up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Dossey having a pretty solid third lap here. Missing an MT. But avoiding the water, most importantly. Wow,
Wow.
super close. 0.03 and Berkey steals it. 256.41. Dossey 256.44. Great race, both players. Yeah, awesome driving by both there. That last lap, every small turn, every MT, every war bonk, absolutely crucial. And is this the start of a comeback for Berkey? We know he's got the skill level to do it. If he can get the consistency down, get on a bit of a roll with a few track wins, and snag a setback, anything can happen. So Dossey's pick, he's taking us to Calamari Desert. He did take the first set win, first track win in the first set of this track. He drove a 207, like he drove a 208 something. So Dossey obviously confident he can do the same here again. Berkey wins, he'll level this up at 2-all. If Dossey wins, he will then be on match point. So this is a pretty big track. Pretty important one. Berkey shrooming early, Dossey doing the same. Berkey into the wall though, that will slow him down. And again, we'll probably see a 2-0-1 strat. It's what we saw first time these guys played the track. Shroom there from Dossey.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Berkey stream a little bit ahead.
Here we go.
Berkey 42.85. Dossey actually went for a 2 shroom first lap there. So he does take a lead. Oh, that is incredibly close. Berkey avoids the train. Berkey must be planning here a 1-1-1 strat, different to his approach in the first set. Challenge he might have if he's not quick enough is this third lap train. Okay, both players still with a shroom at hand here. They should be okay. Dossey looked like he was a little bit ahead there as far as where that train was positioned. Okay, importantly, Berkey is through. Dossey the same. This last shroom will be key. Berkey relatively clean. Dossey clipping the fence a few times. Don't know how much that's going to cost him come the end of the race here. Berkey driving strong though. He's in the sand now. He's going to want to stay out of there. Dossey missing an MT. No, Dossey in the sand. 207.94. He takes it. 208.06. And Berkey is fighting back. Okay, so it is Berkey's pick, and he obviously feels a little bit more confident in his driving, winning the last couple of tracks. He's picked probably what's a smart pick from him, being the higher ranked driver. We're going to Rainbow Road. 6 minutes of MTs, 6 minutes of colours, flashing lights. This track, all about sustainable, consistent driving. What are your thoughts on this pick here, Jaden, from Berkey? Good pick this far into the third set?
Yeah, smart pick from him, considering it's a long track and what is it? And like as you said, the higher ranked player generally benefits from these longer tracks.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Dossey punching above his weight with some of the times that he's been able to deliver in this one try. Capable of great driving, Dossey, but he'd be pretty happy with a lot of his tracks so far. And if Berkey feels a little bit better, his nerves have settled down a bit, and if he takes out this track, it's going to make this third set very interesting. Dossey's going to find himself in a position where he's got to make a pick to avoid set point here after this track, but let's see what happens. A chain chomp can completely change that for any player. These chain chomps are on cycles, worth noting. In saying that, particularly the third lap chain chomps can be pretty difficult. If you don't know the cycles, you can find yourself weaving left or right. The knowledge of the chomp cycles does come in really handy. Both players knowing where to go for this first set. Our first lap, not first set. The optimal shroom spot we're about to see up this hill. Ideally in a slide into an MT. Dossey cleaner than Berkey's. Both players not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Okay, so we've switched some audio, guys. We're showing Berkey some love. At Dossey for most of the match. Okay, and you'd have to say Berkey's probably a little bit ahead here. Visually, from what I can see. Could be wrong. Oh, no, he is slightly ahead, but there's not much in it at all. There's only 0.08 going into this second lap. Both players avoiding this chain chomp. And as the race progresses, the chain chomps can become a little bit more difficult. Just rely on your muscle memory to know which direction to go. So what we've seen so far, guys, and what you'll also see lap 3 at the start, is both players will be going for, it's referred to as the Tran, or Tran style, named after a player who discovered this called David Tran many, many years ago. They'll triple tap A, and try and stick to the ground as they go down the large hill at the start of each lap. A couple of ways you can do it. Some players hit B, so they'll slightly brake, and and then they'll triple tap A. Some players just release the accelerator, wait for the right spot, triple tap A. But both players will definitely go for it. It's faster to be on the road in Mario Kart 64 than flying through the air. $1:59.86 Berkey, 2 minutes 35. Okay, so nice trend from Dossey. Berkey, not terrible, but he did catch a little bit of air. But he does have a lead. Chain chomps can be pretty challenging if you don't know this truck very well, so this will be an interesting third lap. It's Berkey's to lose at this point. You can just see slightly faster mini turbos here from Berkey. Ever so slightly. Both players taking pretty decent lines. Oh, Dossey narrowly avoiding the chain chomp. Okay, so something interesting there. I think we just saw Berkey hit the wall and lose a lot of speed. I don't know how much that's lost him, but they look pretty synced up right now. This shroom will be big. Both players actually getting a really nice third shroom. This chomp can be a pain. Both players avoiding. Okay, so this could be a really close finish. I mean, anything within kind of, 0.3, 0.4 for Rainbow Road is pretty close anyway, so I don't know what we're going to see here. The last couple of mini turbos could make all the difference. Berkey's stream is slightly ahead. Dossey might have this one.
Dossey takes it.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
Playing the last lap.
So well done. Well done, Dossey. Berkey was leading going into the third lap, but yeah, I mean, 1:59.52. Plays 2:01.15 for that third lap, so really nice driving on the third lap there from Dossey. So Dossey is on match point. Berkey, he has to pull out something with this track, win the next two and secure this set to avoid the match going to Dossey. Dossey's pick on match point, he's taking us to Bowser's Castle. It is a track we have not seen in this match. There's a lot of variables in Bowser's Castle. Jay, tell us a bit about Bowser's Castle. What should the guys be looking out for?
Well, the main thing is like the thwomps, which can block your way, obviously, and in one room in particular, they can follow you around, which can cause problems for both of these players.
Yeah, good call out. The first room, they track you. As Jay said, they'll follow you up and down. The second room tends to sometimes be even more challenging than the first because they'll slide horizontally to the left, back to the right. When you know your pace, it's okay. When you don't know your pace, we actually see you come around the corner and those thwomps are just completely unavoidable in some circumstances. There's lava all around the track. For the most part, there's fencing, which protects you from falling in, but there are certain parts of the track where if you hit a mini turbo too wide, you can slide straight through. Optimal shroom spot is across this grass near the start of the lap. Both players through the first set cleanly. That's what you really want with Bowser's Castle. You don't want anything that's going to throw you off your cycle too much. Both players pretty clean so far. Seeing an extra MT there from Berkey, and it just shows that little bit of extra skill level that we know he does possess, being the higher ranked player. Saying that, I believe we just saw Dossey roughly 0.1 ahead Dossey was. He'd be more now as Berkey does collide with a thwomp. So this is to take the match here for Dossey. There's a bit of pressure here. He does lead. It's his race to lose at this point. See a hop off the steps. He can do an MT through that section. It is quite difficult. Berkey is going to need something special for this third lap. 45.32. Wow, so Dossey has opened up roughly 2.5 lead. So it's probably safe to say Berkey needs some kind of mistake here from Dossey. He's got to get through this last room. He's done so safely. Berkey having to go wide around the thwomps. Having a little bit of trouble there on the stairs. Dossey coming through to the home stretch. This could be the match, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think we're going to see him take this. And look, this has been a dominant performance from Dossey in this all-Aussie showdown. Game, set, and match. GG to Dossey. Over 3 seconds in the end. Not bad for a one try at all, 2:16.29. We're going to get the guys in for a quick interview. We've got Dossey who's down. We're just seeing if Berkey also wants to join us.
Hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
Dossey, congratulations. Good win.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Felt really good during that match, most of the way through. Sure.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think we knew it was going to be close, but I don't think anyone expected a 3-set win. And, mate, some really consistent driving. I mean, you've got to be really happy with that performance.
Extremely happy. I was really nervous coming into the match because Berkey's nearly half what my rank is almost. So definitely came in with a few nerves, but as soon as I got those first couple of wins, I think I settled really quickly and just sort of kept going from there. And my plans sort of went out the window when I was taking the lower variance picks off Berkey. And I didn't need to pick high variance tracks, so
Some smart picks from you, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know just whether Berkey was just off a little bit tonight, but yeah, just sort of. I guess that's just how one tries is. I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's a skill level there, right? But it's also about that consistency, and I think. Berkey, we know he's a great player. He's 26 in the world, but I think consistency for the one tries is what makes it so unpredictable. But no, look, really impressive driving. I think your picks were really smart tonight. I think we saw Choco Mountain 3 times, which you played a little bit of. You recently got the Flap God there. For Choco Mountain as well.
Got both gods. In the last week or something like that. So I've been playing it pretty much flat out for a week. So yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
But
I don't even know what week are we in at the moment. Oh, we've got Berkey. Berkey, how are you?
Oh yeah, not too bad.
Well played, mate. A few unlucky tracks there, but well played by yourself.
Yeah, I had a hunch that I was going to play too well. I haven't been playing great lately, and then I'm tearing down the controller because it's dead officially.
And that's funny. Berkey's dies, and I got 10 controllers that rocked up today, and I found one that was just perfect, and I've been using that tonight. So it's it's the tale of the opposites, I guess, for me and Burke.
Well, this is still the same one from when it died at CMAC. Like,
Okay.
And
Went to shoot again.
yeah, it's destroyed the bolt out completely. So
Yeah.
this one's now officially dead.
Classic Carter issues.
Yeah, good thing I've got a spare 5 or 6 of them sitting there, and another one I've got to build anyway. But
Yeah.
That's
To
interesting,
answer-
guys. We saw.
To answer your
So-
question too, Rox, I think mine and Berkey's match is week 4, but we had to skip a week because RVZ's capture
Yeah,
card.
okay.
So me and Berkey both have to play RVZ. So
Okay, there'll be some good matches as well once he gets his capture card issues all sorted. So
yeah,
that's
So that'll
great.
be-
That's great. We've got a lot of divisions for anyone kind of following. I think there's 5 divisions in the One Try League this year, if I'm not mistaken, and some of them are on SpeedGaming. Others are being run on people in the community's channels, but there's been some really good races so far.
yeah, for sure. I hosted one this morning that was 30 picks out of possible 35. So that one was a cracker match. So yeah, there's been a lot of good matches actually so far in the league.
Interesting with your match, guys. We saw Dossey pick in the first set an interesting shortcut. I mean, neither of you are known for your shortcut driving, mostly non-shortcut drivers, but that was really interesting. I think we saw Berkey take that one.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah, I took that one. Surprisingly, so I did do a little bit of shortcut stuff first, but I was never any good at it, so I've never really practiced it since then.
Did you plan on using your shortcut pick?
No. I could barely keep the cart in a straight line a lot of the time, so it was a lot of micro adjusting, so I didn't want to try and risk or do anything silly. So I just thought I'd try and go for longer tracks, but it didn't work.
I don't know why I persist with the shortcut pick. I tried it against Glenn and failed that, and all of One Try League last year I lost every shortcut pick. So it's not a real good it's not a real good happy hunting ground for me, shortcut picks. So I think I might get rid of it.
Yeah, it's a gamble, right? It was an interesting time in
Yeah.
the match too, because I think you were up 3-1. I think it was at that point
Yeah.
in the match, and that was to take the first set, where the first set for a match can be crucial. And I thought, you know what, Dossey, maybe he's been practicing this shortcut behind the scenes, or was it just a bit of a random pick? Do you reckon?
I did a couple of one tries before the match, just in practice, so not any more than usual, which is 0.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I did the same mistakes as Glenn. I think I got the first shortcut, and then I missed the second or something, or I missed the third to lose the match. So yeah, it's. I think I just stick to my guns and just go non-shortcut. I think.
Yeah, it makes sense. And who have you guys got next for your next matches?
I've got Gianni in an interdivisional match this weekend. So he's a Division 3 player. A pretty highly ranked Division 3 player. So I'm actually going to play him on NTSC. So I'll be switching to NTSC for a week.
Nice.
So I think he's ranked about 100 and I'm ranked about 50. So it'll probably actually square up the ledger a fair bit, I reckon.
That will be interesting, particularly if Gianni plays on NTSC more often. There's a little bit of adjustment that you need between the two. So,
Yeah.
for yourself, Berkey, you're doing Division 1 and 2 at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm still going to play a match against Climate, which I haven't organised yet. And RBZ is another one, but I haven't looked that far ahead as of yet. I've just been a little bit swamped with work at the moment now that I've maxed. So I've kind of had to put everything on the back burner when it comes to organising and doing stuff, but have a look now and see what I've got.
I think my other next opponent is RVZ, so yeah, I'm sort of waiting on him too. I'm waiting on him and RVZ and Berkey to do their match, so me and RVZ can do our match. So
Yeah, it would be Ashley my next match because both my Division 1 matches other than Climate have a Glen and they've pulled so pulled out. Unless
Nice.
CM changed something, I'm not too sure as yet.
And Rox, you just had your usual microphone meltdown during the match. You seem to
Yes.
have one every match, I reckon.
Yes, it's not a Rocks commentated match without at least one mic technical issue. Thankfully this time around, I managed to rectify it pretty quickly. Didn't leave Jaden hanging too long, which was good. But no, we got that sorted. It's, I don't know, something with the Discord and my mic. But anyway, I'm glad I could get back within pretty quick timing, and I was there for the whole match this time, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was a fantastic match. Congrats to Dossey for the win, but GG to both players. Was a lot of pressure that comes with one tries. Burkie, he's in Division 1, he's in Division 2 as well. So he's in a number of matches. And Dossey, mate, great driving. I mean, you've got to be really happy with that performance.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. I'll count me lucky stars because I don't think if I had that match again, I don't think it'd be, that way. It'd probably be definitely flip the other way. Burkie's a far better driver than me at the moment, so.
I don't know about that. I've been playing pretty shocking lately.
Yeah. Oh, the ranks don't lie.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, they do for me. I just play shortcut now. I'm too rusty.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to start too as well because this is getting ridiculous on how many controls I'm having to build.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, if there's no further questions or comments, I want to thank everyone for watching. Really good match, and I don't know when the next one on SpeedGaming is. Doss, any idea? Next one on SpeedGaming?
No, there's not one booked as far as I'm aware. So when I scheduled this match, there definitely wasn't one on SpeedGaming. So not at this stage.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled, guys. I think we're only about halfway through the comp, if I'm not mistaken, give or take halfway. It will take a few weeks, so there will be plenty more matches. So do follow along. Join the Mario Kart community if you're in a Mario Kart 64. Check out MarioKart64.com. All the rankings, a lot of great information about the game, good community of players, and you can also join the Discord too. So even if you're just starting out, it's a great community to be involved in. But if there's nothing else from anyone, guys, I want to say thanks for watching. And Dossey, Burkie, great playing. Jay, thanks for co-commentating as well.
Yeah.
Don't be so talkative, Jay.
No.
Well, Jay, can you keep it down, please?
Yeah,
Please, give Rox a chance to speak.
I'll stay silent.
Good stuff.
Jaden's the technical expert. Without Jaden, I'd be lost. I'll do most of the talking, but Jay's the tech guy. He's doing the syncing, the numbers, so he knows his stuff. Jaden does a good job.
Indeed.
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 All right.
All right, lads.
Cool.
All right.
See you guys.
See you later.
Catch us
Bye.
all later.